so, you know, like that adds a different element.
Hi again.
Getting-
I am going to check in with you on page 343. This is the work that I did in the previous video, and I want to show you another way to think about these problems. Because fractions, when you're developing a concept of it, they can be tough. It's hard to envision pieces of wholes and taking something and chopping it into pieces and equal pieces. And, you know, as we're developing fractions, using squares really helps us. I'm going to look at this one, and I'm going to look at 1/4. 1/4. So how do I find 1/4 of this? So I'm gonna count up, and I'm gonna notice that there in this one, I'm gonna try to find 1/4 of this whole thing. And this whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I know 4 times 6 is 24. So I'm looking to find 1/4 of 24. And so in order to do that, I'm going to just ask myself, how can I take this and chop it up into 4 equal pieces? I notice that there's a columns that have 6 columns of 4, not columns of 6. And there's 4 rows of 6. And so I notice because there's 4 rows here, and that's a 4, I know right away that if I just take one of these rows, one of those is going to be 1/4. And I'm going to first envision this by just shading in what is 4/4. This is going to be 1/4. This would be 2/4. This would be 3/4, and this would be 4/4. And so if I'm trying to find what just one of those fourths is, I would end up and I just take just one of these pieces. And I know that that is 4/4. Or that's, sorry, not 4/4. I know that this is 1/4 because there's 4 equal pieces and I only take one of them. So I shaded in 1/4 of 24. And here I have 1/8 of 24. And so pay attention to this numerator here. When the numerator changes to 2 halves, that means you're going to take halves and then take 2 of those halves. For 3/4, you're going to take fourths. And then instead of taking just one of those fourths, you're going to take 3 of those fourths and shade in what 3 of those fourths are. Again, I'll check in with you later today, and I'll try to give you some feedback on this work and on this page here.